We're here on Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso taking on Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. And Jey Uso's really showing Gunther what he's all about, delivering those right hands. And he would even throw Gunther to the ropes and deliver a super kick to the midsection, and then another right hand taking down the ring general. And Jey Uso, he has Gunther right where he wants him as he goes up to the top. But as he does, he gets distracted and realizes, because Solo Sikoa emerges from backstage onto the ramp, and Solo Sikoa, he showboats a little bit, and Jey Uso is getting very distracted. He's very unfocused, and also fleet behind Solo Sikoa is Jimmy Uso, who emerges from the crowd, and he has something to say to Jey Uso. Yo, Jey, guess who's back? Huh? Yeah, you weren't expecting me, were you? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, you're just my little brother. And as Jey Uso's focused on Jimmy, by the time he turns his attention back to Gunther, Gunther strikes and throws him off the top rope and would pick him up and plant him with a devastating powerbomb to retain the Intercontinental Championship. It was a huge upset for the crowd and huge upset for Jey Uso, but the punishment would not end there, as Solo Sikoa would dish out a few more blows on Jey Uso, and he would even deliver a Samoan spike, taking down main event Jey Uso. And after that, Jimmy is lying in wait on the top rope, and he delivers the Usos splash, crushing Jey Uso, and even more, holding up the ones to disrespect Jey Uso even more. But he's not done, as he says, Jey, this is all your fault. I tried to tell you, I'm always the big brother. Always. And this situation escalates even more when on SmackDown we see Roman Reigns give Jimmy Uso the nod of approval to go release a speech. But before we get to that, Solo Sikoa is going to have a hard-hitting match with Kevin Owens. In this match, these two go right after each other. There's nothing held back. And now, Solo Sikoa would take out Kevin Owens to the throat a little bit and even send him to the outside of the ring for a matter of this match. But the punishment would continue. The brawl would continue on the outside. But Kevin Owens would eventually get the upper hand, throwing Solo Sikoa into the steps. That gut first of Solo Sikoa was in agony and pain, and Owens would toss him back into the ring. But this was his mistake. As he tries to get into the ring, he's quickly caught and disposed with a Samoan spike right to the neck, and Solo Sikoa would pick up the win. It was a major upset for the crowd, but now it was finally time to hear from Jimmy Uso. What does Jimmy Uso have in store? And in the ring, Jimmy, he's seen pacing back and forth. I don't know what he has to say. We don't know what he has to say, but we know that he's going to get off his chest. So little bro think he done did something, huh? Jey Uso thinks he's the better Uso somehow now, but he's forgot about me. I am the better Uso. Everything that he's accomplished is because of me. And I'm going to prove that sooner or later. And I'm going to make him realize it himself. So, Jey, watch your back, little bro. Because it's going to... Oh, wait a minute. Jey Uso, out of nowhere, cutting Jimmy off. And he would attack his older brother. Jey Uso was not playing around tonight. He would be the one who strikes against the Bloodline tonight on SmackDown, on their turf. And Jey Uso would punish Jimmy, but Jimmy will roll out to the ring, outside of the ring, for a breather. But he's not safe as Jey Uso dives on Jimmy. And Jey Uso wants to continue to inflict this punishment on his older brother, Jimmy Uso. And Jey Uso would even deliver those strikes, and they would go back and forth with these strikes. Brother versus brother, Uso versus Uso. Oh, but Jimmy would kick the midsection, and Jimmy would skedaddle out of there. He would scram up the ramp and out from the arena for good. But Jey says, hold on. You think you could just run for me now? No. It's not going to end like that, because I will face you sooner or later, just like you said. And I'm going to finally be able to rest easy knowing that I beat you. Yeah. We're now on Monday Night Raw, but before Jey Uso's match, he's trying to warm up, but then he is attacked by Jimmy Uso out of nowhere, and Jimmy Uso wants to punish Jey Uso for showing up on his turf. Now Jimmy Uso is showed up on Jey Uso's turf, and it's backstage. He's attacking Jey Uso. He says, I told you, I knew I was going to get you back. I knew I was going to be able to. And Jimmy delivers a super kick right to the face of Jey. He sticks up the one and he says, this is all your fault. This never would have happened if it wasn't for you. See you soon. And Jey Uso, he still, no matter how bad he was brutalized backstage, he goes out to the ring and puts on a show against Drew McIntyre. He's fighting like nothing's happened to him. He's fighting through the pain and showing why he's a top star here on Monday Night Raw, why he's a top star on WWE, period. And he would take out Drew McIntyre with a Samoan drop and even come back with a spear against the Scottish Warrior. And he would try to pick up the win, but of course, it wouldn't be a match if there wasn't shenanigans, as Jimmy Uso shows up once again, getting on the apron and distracting the referee. But as the distraction goes on, Solo Sikoa sneaks up behind Jey Uso and he's looking for a Samoan spike. Jey Uso doesn't realize, the ref doesn't realize, but Jey Uso does realize as he takes down Solo Sikoa. But this distraction allows Drew McIntyre to get up and deliver a Claymore to pick up the win. It's another devastating match, another ruined match thanks to the Bloodline. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa are proud of themselves for what they did, screwing Jey Uso once again here on Monday Night Raw. But Jey Uso's not gonna let it slide this time. Hey, since you want to do this so much, you want to keep interfering every time I have a match, how about me and you go face to face, Jimmy, this Friday, where I can finally knock the yeet out so stupid. See you this Friday, Jimmy. Well, little brother, if you think I'm scared, I'll show up. And it was time on Friday Night SmackDown. Is Jimmy Uso gonna show up? Jey Uso says, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, to come face to face with my brother. And now it's finally time for me to end this once he shows up. So go ahead, Jimmy. Come out right now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yo. What's up, little brother? What should I say? Main event Jey Uso. That's what you go by now. But it doesn't even matter about that right now. You know, I was thinking about showing up, but no, I don't want this situation to end how it's gonna go. You know what? I want to see you later on when the opportunity is right. So, how about me and you one-on-one at WrestleMania? Yeah, how about that? We can do it at WrestleMania, and I already got the match made and everything. See you soon, little bro. And Jey Uso, he seems excited, but you know there's got to be a little bit of worry in the eyes of Jey Uso. But now it was finally time for this one-on-one match. Brother versus brother. Uso versus Uso. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. And these two are going to show out tonight. And these two, Jey Uso, he would start off the match hot, going right after Jimmy in this match. And these two will not hold back anything against each other. These two do not care at all, one bit. Oh, and Jey Uso would take out Jimmy with a Samoan drop and even deliver an avalanche Samoan drop to plant and punish Jimmy. But eventually, after Jey Uso would strike a little bit too much, go to the well too much, Jimmy Uso would get in control and will punish his brother. This is an all-out brawl. These two will brutalize each other and beat down each other to the point to where there's no going back. And Jimmy would eventually pick up Jey and dump him to the outside on the ring. Jey Uso would hit the floor very hard, but Jimmy would get out the ring and continue the punishment on Jey. He was not letting up at all, not letting up nothing, not holding back on nothing. And Jimmy Uso would send Jey into the steps, and now it was time for Jimmy to get a weapon into the play. He will pull out a kendo stick from under the ring, but as he's taking too much time, Jey Uso would come back with a strike, and he would try to get the upper hand against Jimmy, which he would, as he picks up the kendo stick and starts beating down his older brother, beating down Jimmy, so much so that kendo stick breaks. He eventually will roll Jimmy back into the ring, but as he gets in, Jimmy would go for a super kick, but Jey would catch it. But Jimmy would deliver an enziguri to counter Jey Uso. And Jey Uso did not expect that, and now Jimmy was in control for the matter of this match as he would go up top. But Jey Uso would try to strike, but Jimmy would dodge it and get over and kick a double super kick on Jey Uso to take him down. Is it enough? 1, 2, but a kick out from Jey. And you can see the frustration in Jimmy's eyes, but Jey rolls out on the outside of the ring, but he's not safe there as Jimmy is going to try his luck with the dive as well, but he misses as Jey Uso moves out of the way. It's an upset, but wait a minute. Oh, a spear on the outside by Jey. He would come back and feeding off the WWE Universe's energy. Jey Uso would throw him back in and hit that maneuver on Jimmy, and now he was sitting up in the corner. He was trying to hit the final dagger, that final super kick that started all of this with Jimmy, and he connects it on Jimmy. Jimmy is out. Jimmy was out. That was the super kick that Jimmy hit on Jey that started all of this. But Jey's got to say, like you said, you're always the big brother, but I'm always the better brother. And Jey Uso, he has it. He's not holding back. 1, 2, Jey Uso would pick up the win against his older brother, Jimmy Uso. It was finally done, but he's got one more thing to say. But before Jey Uso can get what he has to say off his chest, he is blindsided by Solo Sikoa, who grabs him and delivers a Samoan spike. Take him down. Main event, Jey Uso. I guess there's no yeet for Jey Uso tonight. And Solo Sikoa stands over him. What hangs in Jey Uso's future? What will be his fate?